ดูทะเลสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับ
ทำรายการโอเคจ้าไปไหนบ่
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well out there. It's a cold and rainy weekend here in Okinawa, and it feels like it has been for like the last 2 weeks. If you're coming out here in December, January, maybe February even time frame, might want to pack a little rain jacket or just a light jacket in general. It's been pretty brisk out, getting down into like the mid 40s at night, and probably in the 50s throughout the day, but. Yeah, just wanted to get you caught up on what we've been doing out here, and yeah, not much going on today. Waiting on the wifey to get ready, and then we're gonna head out and either get some ramen or some sushi, maybe even some pho at a Vietnamese place down by Sunabe Seawall. But yeah, that's what's going on. I recently went through the pre-retirement seminar out here on Camp Foster, and for my first iteration anyway. I'm going to go through it, I think, once, maybe twice more. And one of those periods, take the wife with me as we sit through that thing. But it's a 4-day course that MCCS Family Programs puts on. And I felt like overall it was pretty good. There's a lot of good tidbits in there about the whole process. But yeah, like I said, it was a 4-day class, and some good information overall. But day one was just really an overview of what we were going to be doing throughout each day of the week. Those 3 days that are mandatory. The 4th day's optional, but I felt like it was good to go to that anyway. And yeah, we'll come back to that. But day one was really an overview of everything we would be covering. And then I think the second half of that first day was just talking about how to translate military jargon into things that make sense out in the real world. Yeah, if you're trying to make yourself more marketable out there. Day two, we had a lady from Department of Labor came out. She's a contractor through DOL. Came out, and we got a master class, full day course on, it was resume writing. It was the importance of networking and using things like LinkedIn. What else? She talked about some resources like the Employment Navigator pilot, and I'll try to add some of that, like a little. They passed out a brochure. I'll try to add that up on the screen so you can scan the QR code if you want. Day three was the VA day, and everybody was super excited about VA day, right? That's where they're explaining all of the benefits that come following retirement. Talked about the SVP, right? Survivors benefit plan. If you want to do it, you don't have to, but there's some ins and outs of that, some pros and cons. They talked about local resources that we can utilize here on Okinawa, and you'll have these stateside as well, but folks that will assist you in preparing your either fully developed claim or your BDD, which I believe is benefits deliverable at discharge. You kind of do everything on a more condensed scale, so it's between that 180-day to 90-day window of prior to your retirement date. But so that way it's all set up for you when you get out, and you can peruse the internet and study that on your own. So yeah, we talked about BDD versus a fully developed claim. We talked about timelines for doing all of those things. We talked about some of the resources that are available here or wherever you end up going. And then they gave us this huge book that's got like timelines and checklists, and I mean, this thing's almost 200 pages long, but lots of good gouge in here. Lots of good information, rather. I'll stop saying gouge and start using real world terms. But yeah, day four was the optional day that we had, and that was when folks like DMO comes over to talk to you about the methods with which how you can move your things from wherever you're at to where you're going. Some of it was good information, some of it really not. Let's see, some administrative folks came over from the IPAC. It was okay, it wasn't great. They sent 2 really junior Marines to come over and teach it, and I don't think they were prepared for the laundry list of questions that they were going to get, with every little anomaly of people moving overseas from here to an alternate overseas location or going back to the States, but then deciding to come back over. I won't get into it. There was a ton of questions, and they weren't quite prepared to answer all of those. But yeah, they went through the very general overview of what the IPAC does and the process for getting your DD-214 and how all of that works as you either leave Okinawa or get back stateside and do your final out processing and exit the Marine Corps. Of course, you can also separate on Okinawa if you didn't know that. It just takes a little legwork, little paper push. But overall, I mean, that was pre-retirement seminar. It was 3 days long with the optional 4th day, which I think could be enhanced. It could be made better. But yeah, all in all, it was a good deal. I'll do it at least one more time as we get closer to retirement, and then maybe even twice. The DMO stuff got me thinking about just what we want to move on our final move as we get ready to go from here to Thailand. But then we've also got the variable in the equation of getting our son stateside and settled into school. But do we move some things? Do we purge it all and just go free as can be with what's on our asses and what's in our bags? And that's probably what we'll end up doing. And just because you run into things like, I'm sure there's some kind of taxation involved. I'm sure there's some kind of some fees that are involved as you move things into another country. It's not always free. So I'll quit rambling, and we'll get on the road and get out and find a bite to eat. We'll take you along with us. Hope you come along. I appreciate you coming. See ya. All right, so we're down. Sorry, dear. Down close to the seawall. We're gonna go Vietnam Chan here in just a second. I want to walk out and see these waves, though. It's pretty breezy. Too breezy, dear? So why? Cold and breezy out here. So the fireworks that we catch from the house every weekend, I'm pretty sure that's where they launch from, is right there. And out there in the water. We got American Village over there straight ahead of us. Chitan Harbor and the brewery right over there. This majestic creature right here. Chulai. Menus look delicious. I think Wifey's gonna go with the set D here. I think I'm gonna get myself one of these banh mi's. Spice it up a bit. What do I mean? Pad, huh? That was delicious. We were fat and happy, and we got out of there for about 3,200 yen, which probably, if I had to guess, converts to about, what do you think, $26? I'm gonna guess $26. It's just Mississippi math in public, but yeah. We're gonna cruise over to Drugstore Mori real quick, which is basically like a CVS or a, what's the other one called in the States? CVS or Walgreens or something to that effect, but kind of same. One thing I will add in here is that a lot of folks tell you to be careful about what you buy in the out-in-town drugstores here, because what's over the counter here might not necessarily be on par strength-wise or drug-wise with what you could get over the counter back in the States. So you might get something thinking it's a little Tylenol or something. Maybe it's got some codeine in there too. I don't know, but I'm just guessing. I don't know if that's a fact, but they say watch out for what you buy in the drugstores over here, because you might just pop on a piss test. All right, we'll get over here. We'll get out of your hair. So wifey just popped out to run in the drugstore across the street, but I'm gonna cruise down here to hit up one of these little bridges. It's right here in, I guess we're kind of in between Araha and Sunabe, but I don't know if I can get there this way, but we'll run and find out. Malakaw. Meet ya. Anyway, I'm gonna creep down here. Get some good B-roll footage, I think. I just want to catch the waves down here and see what they're looking like. Alright, we'll see in a second. Kid was getting after it. May switch over to my GoPro here in a second. I'm a little paranoid about dropping my phone over. Let's see. I come down here a lot in the morning, but it's usually pitch black when I do my morning runs. So I really get to take this in the daytime. But super windy out. Alright, we're heading back over to Drugstore Maury, where all the drugs be. Got some snacks, huh?
So for my nephew and
Nephew and your niece. And some collagen.
collagen for myself.
My wife is convinced that these are like the fountain of youth, these little collagen gels that you eat. Pretty sure the fountain of youth is running, but she thinks it's collagen. I don't know. Alright. I want to show you guys something. This is outside the Maury drugstore, so this is a borderline public restroom during the daytime, or the hours that they're open anyway, but look how clean this is. Look how pristine. You couldn't have this in America. It'd be God knows what. Splattered all over the walls, dicks drawn everywhere, graffiti. Oh my goodness. Gotta love Japan. Alright, well, we couldn't close out the day without a trip to Lawson's. We didn't know what we were going to do for dinner, but we figured it out.